The Department of Information and Communications Technology's current national plan for digital terrestrial television switchover is set to be completed by the end of next year. But let's be honest, we're not ready. For the past 2 years, the pandemic and the purposefully politicized hearings of a popular TV network, which eventually resulted in their loss of a broadcast license renewal and the victors grabbing their spoils, have slowed the overall progress. While Metro Manila-based TV channels have complete access, including funding for the impending deadline, local channels face a different situation. A few will be extremely fortunate, but many will be left behind. This will leave their audience impatient and contemplating to move on from them. Before we unravel them deeply, please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more future content from our turf. Few non-Manila-based television channels are very lucky to test or have completed the digital television transition. Some are done through legitimate means such as eMedia TV in Zamboanga City. They were born amidst the city siege in 2013, but they have completed their DTV transition in 2018 but still undergo test broadcasts. GNN44 in Pampanga was born initially as a cable-only TV channel until the early 2010s, when they ventured on free TV as an affiliate of Golden Nation Network, which is based in Metro Manila. Last year, they plugged up their analog transmission, but they're still on test broadcast exclusively on digital. And they're sporadically detected at certain time of day or even part of the year. Some, however, profit from political connections and fortunes, such as PRTV of Tacloban City, which is owned by the Philippine Collective Media Corporation. Representative Martin Romualdez, the owner of that rising company, is one of the 70 legislators responsible for killing the national broadcast giant's license renewal. And as a result, his media venture has grown in scope to take the opportunity. PRTV is now on DTT test broadcast on Channel 50 and has programs, ironically, produced by the media behemoth they vow to destroy. The rest of the regional, provincial, local, and community channels, or RPLCCs, are in a state of panic, reeling on from the pandemic, and on high alert for potential surges of local COVID-19 cases. Central Luzon Television is one of the most well-known local televisions in my hometown of San Fernando, Pampanga. It is available through a national satellite TV provider, but its organic digital TV transition is still on the quote to be announced unquote mode, according to an info box. CLTV is owned by Laos Group, which is best known in northern and central Luzon as a major car dealership conglomerate. We can confidently state that during the first phase of the pandemic in 2020, their sales quota was missed, affecting their local advertising revenue in addition to other businesses. That's why, for Kabalens, you won't see any CLTV in your digital TV after several scans from your digital receivers. Brigada Mass Media Corporation is another example. They have radio stations all over the country, but their only flagship TV station is in General Santos City. Brigada, like CLTV, is predominantly dependent on the sales of their headline products, which should not be a problem, but we guess they missed their target quota too. Nevertheless, in both cases, entrenching the displaced broadcast technical crew from a former national TV giant sounds empowering, as they will share their experiences with current ones. At the same time, it appears to be stressful for their station management. They knew how to calculate the impact for their accounting departments, but due to the pandemic's unanticipated developments, they were unable to set aside enough money for such critical capital expenditures. In other words, they lack the funds to acquire appropriate technical equipment tailored to their regional reach, as well as their additional operating costs and time required to set up. Although local commercial channels can be saved through the profits of their companies, religious counterparts are in deep trouble. The Cebu Catholic Television Network is one of the best examples. CCTN, which celebrates its 20th anniversary this year, relies on donations and a portion of pay TV revenue, if any, to fund its broadcast operations. They intend to conduct digital TV tests on DYCS TV Channel 47, but their city's coronavirus numbers prevent them from proceeding. With the deadline looming, the fate of CCTN's operation would most likely be limited to pay TV. Johnny Udo of Davao City said to us that there's the Davao Christian Bible Channel, DXUN TV 38. Like CCTN, DCBC has the same dominant means of financial support. They haven't posted any local updates, either Facebook or YouTube, since 2019, so they decided to share content from other community channels around the world. Another type of RPLCCs in jeopardy is provincial run ones. Nueva Ecija TV48 DWNE TV is the best example, as it broadcasts and serves the province of the same name. It is unclear how they operate, but they are presumably owned and operated by the provincial government because one of the two programs is about exclusive community news for the province and favoritism of their current political scion. Typically, government-owned channels are appropriate with approved Internal Revenue Allotment or IRA. Because of the pandemic, we assume their share would be inefficient to cover the necessary operating expenses, so they decided to cut down. With the Mandanas ruling in effect this year, there will be more funds to spend, but that larger windfall may not be used for broadcasting expenditures. When this channel was classified into the digital TV frequency in which it is used later by a prominent church, their operations were forced to go on live stream on their Facebook page. They did on the Ustream platform before, which is now called IBM Cloud Video. As I previously stated, if the DICT deadline of 2023 stays put, it will be a disaster. Top executives of Manila-based channels can make the transition to digital TV as smoothly as possible by the end of next year, but provincial players are panicking and will have to make the most difficult decision of their lives. What would you do if you were Sonia P. Soto, Elmer Catulpos, or even Anito Dodong Limchua in charge of their local TV channel operations? They have 4 options. 1. Even if time is running out, continue with digital TV testing plans. 2. As CCTN and ETV are likely to land, migrate the broadcast operations exclusively to pay TV, but cord cutters are unavoidable. 3. As CLTV has done, migrate the broadcast operations to streaming platforms, Ustream, Twitch, YouTube, or their official website. But the internet connection may not be as fast or as reliable as now. Or 4. Discontinue broadcasting permanently altogether. Going digital is too risky and expensive to operate. After this crucial elections, the incoming administration may have the authority to extend the analog switchover deadline to allow RPLCCs to continue with their digital TV tests, but will surely be dead last in the ASEAN region, and a portion of TV consumer public will have moved out completely and decide to move on to streaming platforms like Netflix, View, etc. Thank you for watching this explainer persuasion video as part of the 400 post of Timo's Turf. What video topic will we tackle next? In the description box below, there is a form where you can make suggestions. Until then, see you later!